All right. Well, so what I thought was working didn't work. Um, I do think that that baffle helped out tremendous, or that little check valve, I guess you would call it, helped out tremendously with the operation of the smoker. Um, but it didn't help out with the runaway freight train effect. Once that thing got up and running, it took off, and it was too hot, unacceptably hot. So back to the drawing board I went, and initially I made this out of a little piece of refrigerator magnet, and I stuck that on there, and it, as you could see, it did the same thing as what my final product did, but um, the smoke isn't just bellowing out of there. It's there when you need it. Can you see it? Probably not. Let's see. It's there when you need it, but it's just not pouring out, you know? Um, so ultimately, what I wound up doing was I make my hive tops out of this uh, PVC coated aluminum trim that you can buy at all the big box stores. It's aluminum on one side, and then the PVC coatings on this side, and it's all decorative and all right. Well, I had a couple of strips of that left over from building my telescoping covers. So all I did was I basically traced out the size of that opening down there. Traced out the size of this opening and drilled about a 3/8 hole in it. Once I drilled the 3/8 hole in it, it was pretty much like this. And then all I did was I came back and I cut out little pieces like this all the way around. And then that way I could just fold it over like that and crimp it around a little bell on right here. You can see I crimped it around a little bell. It's got like a little lip. They used my needle nose and channel locks, and eventually got it to where it's not going to come off. And then that way it's not sucking so much air through it that it just gets into a runaway situation. It just gets just enough air to stay lit, and then when you need it, take a couple of puffs, and she puts out smoke. The difference so far that I can tell is I can actually smell the odor of pine when I squeezed a baffle instead of just burnt pine needles. I can smell the odor of like pine, so it just tells me that it's not getting super duper hot. Um, and the can's not even hot to the touch, and I'm getting that kind of smoke out of it. Um, and I can touch the can itself, with it being that lit, you know. I don't know if you can really see what's going on there. Let's come over here. It's behind my grill. And then you see it's just barely trickling out. So I think this is going to be the situation. I think this is gonna be what actually winds up working for me. Would I buy this smoker and go through all the hassle of rebuilding it? Probably not. Probably just buy a good one from the jump. But I didn't. I bought this smoker, like I said, almost 10 years ago, 9 years ago. And, you know, something that I really didn't feel like buying another smoker. I kind of want to, but just wanted to save the money, especially with the honey flow being on. And I'm up to 10 hives right now, and I've got non-stop adding frames, so I've got that expense. So, you know, $50 would buy me probably almost 40 foundations of the Bee Castle foundations, which have been working good for me from Amazon. I buy them 20 at a time. I think they're like $35 for 20 of them, and the bees have no issues with drawing them out. They've been drawing them just fine. So that's that. Good luck with it if you decide to mess with it. It made a crappy smoker a good smoker for me, and I don't know that I even needed that baffle in there, which turns out to not even be in the way of my fingers. Just if you were wondering, but turns out just making that little piece for the bottom would fix your smoker probably. Like I said, 3/8 hole in there. I don't know if you can see it. It's just a little 3/8 hole, and then I just crimped it around the little bell on there, and then the smoker's still not even, I can hold it and it's not even burning me, but it's putting out plenty of smoke when you use it. So I think that's a win all day. Thanks.